Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christina, and today we're going on another road trip. I was actually planning to go last month, but a lot of things have happened. Weather did not cooperate, so here we go. We're going to a town in the north of Georgia called Dahlonega, and I wanted to explore this place. You're not gonna believe this. For maybe 20 plus years, soon after I moved to Georgia, I heard about this place and I thought, it sounds like it's an interesting place to go. They used to have a gold mine. You can even go and visit, do a tour of, I'm assuming, a portion of it, which I am going to do. And also a lot of nature to explore. So I thought, why not? This is gonna be a solo trip, but it's probably 70 miles north of where I live, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I will talk to you later. Hey guys, I made it to Dahlonega. First stop is the butterfly farm, and I wanted to stop here before checking the hotel, because check-in is not for another 2.5 hours, so I have plenty of time to visit here. I may even make it to the gold mine before I check in. So we're heading to the butterfly house. Apparently I'm supposed to give my ticket to somebody, so turn the camera off. I don't know if he wants to be on the video or not.
But that's kind of what makes monarchs so special. Monarchs in that super generation, they live for like 8 to 10 weeks or something crazy. So, yeah. I think there's something poetic about the most beautiful part of their lives being the shortest. But, well, like they'll be at these guys for like a month upwards. Yes, monarchs are the orange ones that migrate all the way to Mexico. They go from Mexico back home up to the Midwest and Georgia and the South. They usually go through about 3-4 different generations along the way. They live about 4 weeks-ish on average, and they live.
When we got in, we were given these little sticks that you can dip into nectar, and they're supposed to attract the butterflies, but it did not seem to work. I don't know if they were full or we didn't do it the right way, but both me and this other lady that was standing next to me tried, and the butterfly just ignored us. So this time I'm actually by myself in the whole butterfly house, but butterflies are not really flying. Caught a few on camera, but it's almost like they're hiding right now. Anyway, it's pretty cool. and you can actually see quite a few, but they're harder to catch on camera. So yeah, it's a pretty cool place. It's $9 to get in, so I think it's reasonable. And they're very nice and accommodating, so I think it's worth stopping here if you're in the area. We'll have a couple butterflies. Yeah, it's super hot in here. I don't know if I said it or not, but I think they need to keep the temperature up for the butterflies. But I am sweating. So I think I'm gonna have to go pretty soon. There's still some outside grounds. There's a restaurant. I might stop there. They kept telling me that the pizza is great. So maybe I will check it out. They want to make sure that none of these little guys are walking out with you. And because it was such a beautiful day, after I was done with the butterfly house, I decided to go outside and walk around the property. And by the time I made it to the pizza stand, I decided I don't want any pizza, but it looked good. There are more butterflies outside than inside. But I still think, should go check in and pay the $9 so they can fund this place. So many butterflies everywhere. So beautiful. Very nice, peaceful place. I definitely recommend it. A nature trail over here that they were telling me about. No, I don't know how far I can go down without running into some wildlife that I really don't want to meet. But there's a gnome. Yeah, I think I'll stop for now and go back. It's cute. It looks like a forest, but it's actually organized like a garden more. Because everywhere you look, you can see little tables and chairs and decorations. It's cute. You should know that they also have all sorts of events, such as wine tasting or nature trail scavenger hunts. So it's a place where you could easily spend an afternoon, if not the whole day. Okay, so that was fun. It's not a big place, but it's something different. And it's very peaceful, so I think it's worth a stop. I am going to head now to the gold mine, so I see you all in a little bit. After getting lost a couple of times and doing a scenic tour, I finally made it to the Consolidated Gold Mine. I have made it to the Consolidated Gold Mines. I'll show you around in a minute. I just parked the car, trying to see where I need to go because they have tours of some of the old mine shafts, I'm assuming. But I've never been here. It's only what I read online, so I'll go check. Once you get to the downtown area of Dahlonega, this Consolidated Gold Mines is really easy to find. It's on the right side of the local Walmart, just going down the hill. The reason why I got lost is because I took the wrong turn out of the Butterfly Farms parking lot, and then it was impossible to turn around, and I didn't really want to get on people's driveways or properties, so I kept going until I was able to turn. This was the room where I was supposed to wait for the underground tour to start. Unfortunately, they were not ready for us, so I was told I should go and do the gold panning. The gold panning was included in the underground tour and it cost $25. I have also purchased a bucket of gems. It was the small bucket and that one was $30, but it was a huge 5-gallon bucket. The bucket is filled with sand and some gemstones that they throw in there. And then you're supposed to clean up the sand, and whatever gems you find, they'll evaluate for you. And you can keep them, but they can tell you if they're worth anything or not.
And wash away that sand. Now, after about 15 minutes, you should be down to about a good handful.
After I listened to the instructions, I started panning for gold, not following any of the instructions that I just heard.
Get the sand to the red line by tilting the pan down. Shake it right up to the red line. There you go. Now keep it tilted like that. Push it all the way to the bottom. Keep it tilted. Now push it all the way to the bottom with it tilted. All the way. There you go. Now come up. Next time I want you to push a little harder. Do 6 shakes to the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now a little harder when you push down all the way to the bottom. Beautiful. That was perfect. Now you're a professional. 6 shakes, push it underwater. There you go. 6 shakes. Push it to the bottom. That's it. Nice.
And if you weren't able to find any gold, you can actually buy this little container as a souvenir for $5. Then it was finally time for our underground tour.
Now that is the white quartz that the miners were looking for. Looking for that, because kind of like what I said at the very top there, the gold down here is simply way too small to see. Now that being said, it's not like that was any different when the miners were here. It was the exact same situation, same size as the gold. They called it flour gold because it was about the same size as one piece of baking flour. So that's why I'm like, there's no way we're seeing any of it down here. Well, there's a lot of shiny stuff, but not all shiny stuff is gold.
As you notice, nobody was actually wearing any kind of helmets. It's pretty safe to be down there. It is not what you would imagine a mine would be. I think a lot of people think about coal mines where there's a lot of soot and dirt everywhere. This was pretty clean. And one thing I would actually recommend would be wearing some shoes that are not very sensitive to stains. There's a lot of red soil, and when I got out, my shoes were red everywhere. So keep that in mind. Wear some shoes that are darker or easy to clean.
with the mine carts, they had an electric train that pulled those up and down the tracks. That was all powered by the road rail. And then for those of you that are like me, backwards. I had a little kid one time last week, he was like, what happens if you hit your head walking backwards? I looked him dead in the eyes and I said, it'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it?
Our tour guide Reese was very entertaining and knowledgeable and was okay to be on camera.
One of the favorite things I learned about it. Alright. Well, last but not least would be this big drifter drill that we have in front of us here. This is the last type they had before the mine shut down, getting theirs in 1902. The mine closing a couple years later in 1905. All about ready. So 29, 28, yeah, absolutely terrible. 3, 2, 1. They would have gotten in and out through there. Really, as of right now, it's just been.
And then, since I have not found any gold in my little pan or down in the mine, I decided that maybe I'll try my luck with these gems. As I was saying earlier, I decided to get the small bucket and it was a 5-gallon one. So be aware of that. I didn't think it will take me too long, but to be honest, about halfway through the bucket, I was tired and I was ready to be done with finding any precious stones. With my bag in tow, I went to see Mr. Mike, who was going to evaluate my loot and tell me if it's worth anything. Okay, so I'm about to leave this gold mine. It was a lot of fun, and apparently I found some nice gemstones. You can have them cut and put into jewelry if you want. I have them separated in bags, the ones that are semi-precious, I think, and the ones that are just rocks or beautiful rocks that cannot really be cut into jewelry or other objects. So if I ever decide to have the good ones put into some jewelry at some point, I can do that. I am going to go to check in the hotel right now, so I'll talk to you in a little bit. The hotel that I stayed at was the Comfort Inn and Suites in Dahlonega by the University of North Georgia, and it was comfortable. The walls were a little bit thin, so I could hear people talking in the other room. But other than that, I had a great stay. The employees were just amazing. Everybody was very nice and giving me suggestions and advice of where I can go and what else I could see. The reception desk, they told me about this other gold mine, which seems to be just past the other one, so very nearby, very close to the town center. So if you guys want to check this out, I don't think I'm gonna do 2 gold mines in one weekend, but This could be another option other than the consolidated gold mine. This is allegedly all the gold that I found. Do you see anything? Neither do I. There's actually 2 small dots right in the bottom of that little container. It's pretty cool. I think it's the excitement of thinking, well, maybe I'll find some gold. It was fun. I am finally heading to dinner. I do not have any lunch, so something going on around here. So I was saying I'm finally heading to dinner. I want to go to this old southern place, but they're telling me it's family style and I'm by myself, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out and see how the atmosphere is there. It's not a problem, you know, sitting with other people, but that's probably gonna make it impossible for me to record and really put this on in the video. So we shall see. It's only about a mile away. In that area they told me there are a lot of other restaurants, so I'll talk to you later. In the end, I decided to go for dinner at Shenanigans, which is an Irish pub, and I had the fish and chips, and it was very good. From what I hear, their specialty is the shepherd's pie, but I did not feel like having that on that evening. Very nice evening here in town. Quite a few people out, but it's not small town feel. Really cute. Probably gonna get up tomorrow morning and come back. I'm assuming there's gonna be less people than now, so maybe I can catch some better shots. Talk to you later. Good morning. I have finally checked out of the hotel and came to the town square to get a little bit more footage. It's a very nice day. It was very hard to find a parking spot, so I was actually surprised. I thought being Sunday morning is going to be easier, but no, it's not. Well, it's not exactly morning. It's a little bit past 11, so I guess it's almost lunchtime.
I have so many coins, B.
Such a beautiful little town. Apparently there are some movies that were filmed here, Christmas movies, and I understand why, because it's what you think of when you think of a small town. The building that you see in the middle of the image is actually the Dahlonega Gold Museum. Dahlonega is known as an old gold mining town, but what I didn't know until now is that it's home to a lot of wineries and also a lot of wedding venues. Hey guys, I'm about to head home. I was planning to go to another small town up here in North Georgia, but due to some festival they have, it's apparently very crowded today, and it will be really hard to take some good videos. So I'm gonna have to do that some other time. So this is it for now. We'll head home. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I really hope it piqued your interest and you might want to come and visit. It's a really beautiful small town. I had a great time. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to see. Some of the activities that I did yesterday, such as panning for gold or looking for gems, it would be, I think, a cool activity to do more with kids. I enjoyed it anyway, but there's something for everybody in this town. And although it's a small town, it has a lot of places to go and eat. There's a lot of nature trails around here, but I don't really like to go on hikes or just wander in the woods by myself. So maybe I'll grab some of my friends and we can go and explore the nature part. So just stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content I'm posting. And as always, make sure you leave comments. I love to hear constructive criticism, suggestions, maybe suggestions of other places I could go and show you guys on the channel. So I will talk to you later. Bye.